Okay, I should actually start this video, shouldn't I? Maybe at some point.
Books and coffee, that's all I need. Lost in a world of fantasy.
Hi lovelies, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hermie, and I'm very excited because today's the first day of Reset-athon. Woo! If you don't know what Reset-athon is, it is technically a readathon. However, we have some heavy focus on like health and well-being and like mental health, taking care of ourselves, refilling our cups, and all of that stuff, getting our goals met, and all the things that make us unique and amazing we want to encourage. So that is a little snapshot of what Reset-athon is for. Everything will be linked in the description box below. It is a month long this time for the whole of April, so it's not too late to join in. This will be the first vlog going up on the second Tuesday of the month. This is very relaxed. It's based on a Tetris board. So yes, we have lots of lovely co-hosts. It's based around the Tetris game, and we have several types of prompts. We've got obviously the reading prompts, but we also have mental health and life prompts and spring prompts, that kind of thing. So it is very much geared towards building community, hanging out with each other, making sure we all have someone to talk to. We have extra things this time around because this is the second time that we're doing Reset-athon. So this is level 2, and we have added in walks and talks and check-ins with Beatriz, and we've got all sorts going on. So please feel free to check out the description box below and maybe join us if you fancy it. But if not, hopefully you'll enjoy watching my first week doing Reset-athon as one of the hosts. Without further ado, let's roll the tape. Okay, so first of all, I will pop in a little clip of me waking up, getting very excited. Morning, happy Reset-athon day 1 this morning, because it's Reset-athon and I did not sleep well last night for several reasons. One of them being that I was just super anxious and excited for the first day of Reset-athon. I'm currently on sprints. Hang on, let me just check that everything's working okay. Yes, okay, so we are on sprints. We've got 50 minutes left of the first sprint. For the first sprint, I think a lot of us are just trying to like work out what our goals are going to be for today at least. I've taken a few days off, so I'm kind of behind on a lot of things, so I need to work out what I need to do to catch up. I also need to set up my book journal, which I haven't done yet, for this month, so I will pop some clips in of that happening. My printer just wanted to join in, clearly. I turned it on a little while ago. It's only just realised. Hold your judgments, please. I've turned that on so that I can print out all of my things. I did promise Beatriz that I would give Aurelium a go this time around, and you know what, I'm kind of excited to do that, but I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed because I haven't got my head around it. What is wrong with you? So flipping rude. One of my first tasks is definitely going to get my book journal set up. I will include clips of that happening as we go, because I know we all love a bit of book journaling around here. Okay, so this is my first spinner wheel that I'll be doing. This counts as a to-do list. Let's see what I'm up to first. Oh, which one is it? Oh, okay, manage my privacy. Oh, okay, let's do that again then. I don't know what happened there. Or maybe it's internet issues. Oh, is it gonna do? Oh, it's gonna do the same again. Oh no, okay, set up BJ pages. Oh, do you know what? I kind of wanted that one. So, woohoo! That's what I'm doing first.
Books and coffee, that's all I need. Lost in a world of fantasy. Oh, indeed, from sci-fi thrillers to romance tales and horror stories that make me wail. I'm a book hermit, part of the booktube crew, sharing my thoughts, connecting me and you. With every page a new adventure awaits, a community bound by the love we create. Grab a cup of joe, let's dive into a story. Pages turning, hearts soaring, feeling the glory. Books and caffeine, my ultimate delight. Pages and coffee, taking flight day and night. Dusty shelves, a treasure trove untold. Hidden gems just waiting to unfold. Whispering secrets, beckoning me near. Lost in a labyrinth with no cause for fear. TBR pile, ever growing, never tall. A challenge I face, enthralling them all. Classics and debuts, side by side they stand. Each one a promise held in my hand. Grab a cup of joe, let's dive into a story. Pages turning, hearts soaring, feeling the glory. Books and caffeine, my ultimate delight. Pages and coffee, taking flight day and night. World may rush, but here I find peace. A quiet escape, worries all released. Characters become friends, both old and new. In fictional worlds, my dreams come true. Reviews and hauls, unboxings galore. Sharing book love, what can I ask for more? Recommendations fly, a passionate debate. Connecting with readers, it's simply great. Grab a cup of joe, let's dive into a story. Pages turning, hearts soaring, feeling the glory. Books and caffeine, my ultimate delight. Pages and coffee, taking flight day and night.
You're about to hear that I write in fourth ring. You can't see it very well, but it was supposed to be a wind-up joke for Donna. Only it's a joke on me because I kind of love fourth ring these days. What the chuff is wrong with me? what I'm going to do for my first read of the month, though, because my plan has been for a little while now to read the second book in the Red Rising series, because we read the first one for Sib's Book Club, not March, February. Guys, Greta was right. We killed Earth, so now we're on inhospitable Mars. Our mission is now to dig and mine our way to a terraformed Mars. Our future, our kin, will be rewarded for our sacrifice. Then, one day, we lose someone important to us, which leads us to be taken to the surface for the first time. Only to find that Elon and Trumpety Trump didn't die on Earth, and our sacrifice actually is control and slavery. After some plastic surgery and training, of course, to look more like Trumpety Trump, we are dumped back into a medieval castle with a bunch of Trumps and Elons. Then we rise up and make our Roman Empire by standing on the backs of women. Struggling to see how this is an amazing book? Let's chat. And I was obsessed with it, so I think a few of us in the Sibs Book Club are going to carry on the series together, and I know we're planning on reading it the next book this month, so I was going to start off strong with that. But I actually, as you can, hang on, there, as you can see here, that looks way further away on camera than it does in real life. That's weird. This little stack here is left over from March, and some of it is Booktionary books. So I kind of need to work my way through them. And I sort of also loosely had a plan of catching up with my Booktionary books, which is why my last Booktionary video didn't have an update on what I'd read from the list, and not because I wanted to save that for here. So I definitely need to do that this week. So that's going to be included in this vlog at some point. It's just whether or not I do the Red Rising book first, or catch up on the TBR reading first. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to set up my spinner wheel and add all the things that I need to do to get up to date with that. I did do last month's memberships vlog, but I got really sick last night, so I couldn't actually finish, like, do the last update for it or anything like that. So I need to do that, definitely edit it and upload it, because it's technically already late, because I like to put them up on the last day of the month for people. I also need to update all of my like end of video things, although I probably, is it the 7th that it clicks over?
The what clicks over?
The memberships.
I don't know, sorry.
I think I need to wait until the 7th to do that anyway. I need to double check that, just because otherwise I'll be updating it now and then updating it next week, which doesn't seem very time effective. I've got annotation sprints that I want to set up. I've got loads of like random tasks to do. I need to update all of my members on what's going on and what the plans are, because I've had to change some plans. I also need to do some general YouTube updates for like just all of my subscribers, just to let them know what's been going on and what to expect, because I'm changing my upload schedule for the month, and it might become a permanent change, but I'm testing it out for this month, because it kind of works better with the readathon stuff anyway. I also did our first walk and talk that we did. It was a real good time, honestly. There were obviously a few blips with it being the first time I've ever done anything like this. My internet decided to cut out, so I had to tether to my phone, and I had to figure out how to have my laptop in front of my walking pad and things like that. So, and how to walk and actually like still StreamYard, which was a whole new skill that I'm going to have to learn. But yeah, it was a good time, and a few people managed to join, which I wasn't sure, with it being earlier in the morning my time. Well, not early morning my time, but like in the morning my time. I didn't know if that would be a good time for people, but a few people managed to make it, so that was nice. And yeah, it was a good start, a good cracking start. So that's my little update for now, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so I popped, let me just show you, I popped in the Discord for Hermieville. I popped in the Max chat a poll
to see which book I should read first for Reset-athon, and I got Golden Sun. But then I didn't think things through, did I? Because I also put in the Reset-athon, which section? I did it in the books and reads. I also put the same poll, which got different results. So which book do I read? So I have had to, so that I'm not harassing people to do polls all of the time, which is very tempting, I've got to say, I have just put the 2 options on a spinner wheel. I don't know why I'm shuffling them, because what difference is it going to make with 2? But let's find out what I'm going to read first together. Golden Sun it is! Woohoo! Hey, so I think I've just put in a clip of me driving because I thought I'd hooked up my mic. But I thought you could hear me. You couldn't, because it turns out I have to take out my dongle thing that I have in the car to make my phone connect to it. So I needed to take that out, didn't realise. Carried on talking the whole way here. Anyway, quick little update. I've come to Nuneaton, which is a town near me, to meet my son. Just had my meeting with Hope that I have each week. Hope is the person that I talk about probably quite a lot in my mountains vlogs, I should say, because it's a series, which you might be interested in watching if you're part of Reset-athon, because it is like following my journey since I broke my leg and I want to eventually climb some mountains. So like, I'm obviously working on that. I've got Hope, who is an online coach, who's helping me with stuff like that. So yeah, so my mountains series is, I'll link it in the description box below, but it is following that. So because Reset-athon has like a focus on health and mental health and stuff like that, it might be interesting to you, I don't know. But you can feel free to check it out if you want to. Anyway, that's not what I came on here to tell you. I've come into Nuneaton. As you can see, there's lots of closed down shops and stuff, which kind of sucks. But that's because rent prices are way too high for the small businesses. But yeah, anyway, so we're not going to go on that rant today. So yeah, I'm off to see my son and my granddaughter. I won't show you, I'll probably show you little bits of that, but not too much, because my son and his partner don't like having Clara on camera, so, which is fair enough, like perfectly fine with that, but obviously it just means I can't show you too much of what I'm doing this afternoon. I am going to pop into Waterstones because I ordered an edition of Red Rising, the first book in the Red Rising saga, because at the moment most of the shops have the 10th anniversary edition, which is beautiful but doesn't match the rest of the series, so I ordered just the normal one. So I'm going to pick that up today, and then be back in time for Isabel to finish school. Matt's in London today. Hang on, let me see if I can show you this. Okay, so I just showed you this guy. He's playing music in the street. You can probably see him. Hang on, where is he? There. Whoa, just stop moving. There he is. Lovely guy. I've seen him here before. I will make sure I pop a little something in his collection when I go back past. I just wanted to show you because I think he's really cool. And I think he has some stuff online that you might be able to check out. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm nearly where I'm meeting my son, so I will check in with you in a little while. Bye for now. Hi guys, so I've just got back to the car from hanging out with my son. Oh, it's so hot today, it's like the middle of summer. Oh, look at the messy hair, don't care. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly show you. Of course, I went into Waterstones to pick up one book and came out with 5. Did I come out with 5? No, I came out with 4, but I thought I'd just quickly show you before I get back on the road. I got this one for half price. It's A History of the World in 47 Borders by John Elledge. The stories behind the lines on our maps. I got this half price, but I'd sort of been eyeing it up a little bit anyway, just because I'm not very good at geography and I'm not very good at knowing world history, but I find it super fascinating when I do, like when someone tells me stuff because they know about this stuff or whatever. So I thought, well, you know what, books will help with that. So I grabbed that, and here is what I went in for. Red Rising, the original cover, not the 10th anniversary edition. I think most people know, or at least have heard of Red Rising. It's a sci-fi fantasy. I think it's technically YA, but honestly it kind of doesn't really read. There's young characters in it, but because of the context of the situation they're in, it is dystopian, so it doesn't feel very YA. So yeah, my members have had my full review of this because they requested it as their personalised reading vlog a couple of months ago, so they know all of the ins and outs of my thoughts on that one. And then my son helped me pick The Fall of the House of Usher by Edgar Allan Poe. I have read from this author before. I can't remember what I read, but it was a while ago, and I think I quite liked it, whatever it was. But also The Fall of the House of Usher, I have seen some of the TV series, and I have also read the T. Kingfisher retelling of. So I figured it might be quite nice, and I like this cover as well, so it might be quite nice to read the original work. And then I picked up Fundamentally by Nusaybah Yunus. I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly. I'll pop it there so that you can see the spelling. But yeah, this one's super, the cover grabbed my attention because it's like simple but eye-catching. Get it? Eye-catching? But it is focused on Nadia, who is an academic, who's been disowned by her mother, dumped by her partner, and decides to escape by taking a UN job in Iraq. And her job becomes helping women that are trying to escape ISIS, basically. And I didn't read much more than that. There's a little bit more in the blurby bit, but to be honest, that was enough to grab my attention and to make me pick it up. So I'm interested in that. This is the only one that I've sort of had on my radar but wasn't necessarily planning on getting yet, whereas all of the rest are books that I've been wanting to prioritise getting relatively quickly. So at least I didn't go too mad in terms of like just randomly picking up a whole bunch of books, which could easily happen with me when I've got vouchers to spend. So I have managed to save some of my vouchers, so let me know in the comments if you want me to take you on a little bit of a Waterstones shopping spree at some point. I know I need to make a list of books that I've got coming up that I'm reading for book clubs and stuff, so that I can make sure that I've got all of the books that I need for stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, so what am I doing now? I am gonna rush back home. I think Didi must have decided that they're well enough to sprint. So hopefully that means I don't, oh, flipping heck. Hopefully that means I don't have to sprint today, but we'll see. Take the tickets out the window. Yeah, so I've just got to get back, hopefully just for Isabel, and then see what she wants to do. It's such nice weather. I might see if she wants to go out to the park or something. We'll see. We'll see what she wants to do, eh? which way do we need to go? Look at the directions.
Okay, directions.
Yeah.
Equipment higher.
Yeah, so which way do we need to go? I don't think it points that way. I think they've missed one off. I think to go for a walk we need to go that way, don't we? You see all the flowers? How many colours can you see? Wow. Remember not to step on them. Just go close to look at them, but don't step on them, okay? They're lovely, aren't they?
They are lovely.
What colours can you see?
Oh, thousands of colours.
Tell me some of them.
Red flowers.
Yeah.
White flowers. Pink flowers.
Wow. Look at these ones.
Look at these.
These are cool, aren't they?
These are
Look at the yellow inside and the red on the outside.
flowers.
I wonder what they're called, these flowers.
White flowers.
Yeah.
Daisy.
They look a little bit like daisies, but I don't think these are. There are some daisies. I thought I saw some daisies, but maybe I didn't. Here's some daisies, look. Here's a little cluster of them here. Here's some daisies.
There's a daisies. That's a ants drinking.
Yeah. Which way do you want to go now?
Stay in the camp for flowers.
You want to look at these flowers, or do you want to look at them ones over there? Should we see if there's any different ones?
Stay in
You like these ones, huh? Do you know what I see, Isabel, over there? Can you see them, the daffodils? Just there.
Just there. A squirrel.
You can see a squirrel. Where? Is it up in the tree?
Yes.
Oh, let's see if we can spot him.
That's spot for Korok.
Korok. We'll be back to Zelda.
Zelda! It's stuck in the tree!
Zelda's stuck in the tree?
Yes!
No way.
No.
How's Zelda going to get down? Can Zelda jump?
Yes.
Wow.
Hi, so another little quick update. I think you'll have just seen that we went to the park, we went to McDonald's. I know that a couple of clips that I filmed today haven't picked up sound, so I need to work out what I'm doing wrong with my new sound equipment, because I thought it was simple enough, but clearly I'm simpler. So we went to McDonald's, went to the park, played in the park for a little while, and it was really fun actually. It's because of my accident, it's been quite a long time since I've been able to like properly play with Isabel when we've gone out. So it was quite nice because we were pretending she was imagining that the characters from the game that she plays, Zelda, she was like taking them on all the different things at the park, but quite a lot of the things at the park are things that I can be interactive with as well. So there's like the roundabout that I can push round, but it's really cool. I don't think I took a video of that because there were loads of kids around and I didn't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, but or put kids on my channel that I haven't got permission to share, kind of thing. So there's this like roundabout thing that's like a big, like it looks like a giant metal bowl with an edge on it, and we were pretending that it was a space rocket, and we went all the way around the universe. She was like telling me which planet to go to next and things like that, and it was really cool. It was really fun. And then there was the seesaw, but it the way it's made, I'll have to try and get some footage of this park at some point because it's kind of cool the way it's made. For the parent to like push it up and down, it's like got two handles, so it's almost like you're deadlifting, but you're going from up here down and up again rather than down there, up and down again, if that makes any sense outside of my head. So my arms feel like I've actually done something, which is kind of cool. And I was actually counting my reps. I'm that parent. I was mainly counting though, just to make sure that I wasn't pushing myself too hard, because I think when I'm playing with Isabel, I forget about my physical stuff, and it's not until like a pain level spikes or something like that like by which point it's too late. It's too late to pace myself at that point. So yeah, so I was just trying to be a little bit mindful of what I was doing, but also it's kind of nice to know like that I've actually made progress with my fitness and things like that. There was another one, like a balance thing that you had to like rock from side to side to make like sounds and stuff that you could not musical, but like just different sounds. And then she needed lifting up onto things, which was quite it was a challenge. I'm not going to say it was easy, but it was doable, which is really exciting. And I was a little bit nervous as well, because it's the first time going to the park with her since my accident, and I was on my own, and I was just, you know, if she runs off, I can't run after her and things like that. So I was a little bit nervous, but she seemed to have had a good day, which meant that she was able to listen to me and instructions and things. And she's a very well behaved kid, generally speaking. It's usually just when she's overwhelmed that she can't necessarily pick out the sounds that she needs to be listening to, if that makes sense, which can be troublesome. And that's, I mean, she is a good kid, but she does have her moments like any kid does as well. So but yeah, so that was fun. So I've got back now, it's starting to get dark. I think Matt's nearly home, actually. It's like 20 to 8, and I've got Didi and oh, why can't I turn this around when, let's see if I can do it like that. I've got Didi and Jen on doing Reset-athon sprints at the moment, which is fun to hang out in. And I've decided to, oh, again, I'm gonna have to do it like the person who doesn't know what they're doing, right? I'm gonna work out my calling, etc. for the other one. What is it? Oh my god, brain blank, brain fart. Brilliant. So yeah, so that's my little update. Hey lovelies, so it's just a little quick check-in. It's now Friday on the first week of Reset-athon, and I'm having a bit of an introspective day, retrospective day. My mood is quite low. I've got a lot of mind monkeys happening, but my plan is to have a bit of a mix of a me day and a intro retrospection day. I'll show you here. I've just I'm trying to fight with Notion to try and get my head around it, because I've promised a few people that I would give it more of a go, and it counts as a new thing. So yeah, I'm giving that a go, and I've got Iron Flame sprints in a little while, so we'll be starting that. I know Claire will be doing her first Reset-athon sprints today, and she's very excited about that, which is nice to see. Yeah, and I think like, okay, so today I feel a little bit on the outside looking in, like this space is here, but I don't know, I think I'm struggling with understanding how I'm doing with learning how to have good friendship relationships. I don't feel like I'm very good at just talking to people unless they start it. It kind of like, I understand like all I can do is focus on what I can and can't do and work around them challenges, but when you're feeling low, it's kind of hard to tell like what's a real thing that you need to think about and what isn't. So for instance, I'm seeing lots of people connecting with each other really well, and like setting up buddy reads and things like that, which is amazing, and it makes my heart happy to see. And I just have to keep like reminding myself that there are some people that do want to buddy read with me and things like that, because I don't know, it's like, it's a weird thing. So like, I'll see that someone set up a buddy read with a book that I've said that I'd love to read with them, and they haven't like said anything to me about reading it, but then happily take on the buddy read with someone else. And I get that they've probably just forgotten that conversation happened. But then my brain just wants to instantly be like, oh, this is a sign, like, don't bother them too much about it. Like, don't say anything about it because they clearly don't want to buddy read with you. And that might not be the case, but it might be the case, and they just don't feel comfortable to tell me. And it's really difficult to, like, know what to do in that situation. I kind of feel like I say things, like when I do say things to people, that I either make them feel really uncomfortable or like I get this label for being like annoying or like confrontational or just I don't know, it's kind of hard to like describe really. It's kind of like I feel like I see that when people are like pulling away or maybe not wanting to have more than a working relationship, I don't know how to just ask. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it makes me too intense for people because like I feel like a lot of the times we'll say, oh, you know what, you should just be open and just talk to each other and keep the communication going. But when you've tried to do that so many times and not I don't know, I think I'm starting to feel accepted in this little community as a general, and I think I'm just scared of losing that now, because I feel like maybe initially people feel bad for me, so they give me a chance, and then after a while they get annoyed or feel like I'm too full on. I don't know. We'll see, time will tell. But that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm sure the feelings will pass because they always do. Feelings are like clouds and they just pass on by if you let them. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a quick flyby for these ones. And yeah, I think as well, like one more, sorry, it just came to me, but like I feel like saying, like asking is kind of, it is confrontational in a bit because people have to accept that you see things differently to how they do, and that's not always easy to do, especially if their intention is for either you not to feel that way or for you to not know to feel that way. And I don't think it's very often that if someone just wants like to have like that that sort of acquaintance sort of friendship, then like I would rather know that that's what they want, but I think that's really hard for people to tell you. I don't know, I'll figure it out one day, maybe. need to be on the screen. Hello, lovely people.
So I thought I'd show you my coherent breathing that I do on my Visible app. You can feel free to join in if you want to, and the instructions at the beginning of this clip, you could just pause to read fully. I'm just showing you my skincare for the day here. I wanted to show you because I have to sometimes make modifications depending on my energy. For instance, I normally use a full proper cleanse before I do the next steps that you'll see here. But today my energy was really low, so I, instead of getting up and down and having to stand at the sink, I used a wipe instead, which I prefer not to use, but I haven't come up with a different solution for when my energy's low yet for that.
Books and coffee, that's all I need. Lost in a world of fantasy. Oh, indeed, from sci-fi thrillers to romance tales and horror stories that make me wail. I'm a book hermit, part of the booktube crew, sharing my thoughts, connecting me and you. With every page a new adventure awaits, a community bound by the love we create. Grab a cup of joe, let's dive into a story. Pages turning, hearts soaring, feeling the glory. Books and caffeine, my ultimate delight. Pages and coffee, taking flight day and night. Dusty shelves, a treasure trove untold. Hidden gems just waiting to unfold. Whispering secrets, beckoning me near. Lost in a labyrinth with no cause for fear. TBR pile, ever growing, never tall. A challenge I face, enthralling them all. Classics and debuts, side by side they stand. Each one a promise held in my hand. Grab a cup of joe, let's dive into a story. Pages turning, hearts soaring, feeling the glory. Books and caffeine, my ultimate delight. Pages and coffee, taking flight day and night. World may rush, but here I find peace. A quiet escape, worries all released. Characters become friends, both old and new. In fictional worlds, my dreams come true. Reviews and hauls, unboxings galore. Sharing book love, what can I ask for more? Recommendations fly, a passionate debate. Connecting with readers, it's simply great. Grab a cup of joe, let's dive into a story.
So I'm really sorry, but I'm closing out the first week vlog in bed, and with way too much noise in the background. Hopefully you can't hear Matt's meeting going on. But if you've made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. If you've been participating in Reset-athon, feel free to let me know what your favourite bits were, like what your most used prompt was, or just anything that you fancy letting me know. If there's something that you want to see in next week's vlog, feel free to let me know. And yeah, if you've got nothing that you want to say but you want to show support for the video, etc., then let's pop a game emoji in the comments. Yeah, I know there's a couple of different ones you could use. There's like a joystick one, I think, and a oh, I can't remember what the other one was that I was using the other day, but yeah, anything that is a game emoji of some description. Yeah, so I'm going to close out week 1 vlog here, and I'll see you in next week's vlog. Love you, bye.
Bye, love you.
Did you watch the end of your sprint yesterday yet?
No, not yet.
It was,
Were you taking the piss out of me?
No, I said welcome to Late Night with Matt on your sprints, and got right up next to the mic. So there were a few who were commenting, going, "Oh, thought I'd end up on the wrong channel for a minute." Then.
Yeah.